Have you ever helped someone with everything you had, only for them to forget you when they finally made it? Have you ever believed that loyalty means forever, but life showed you that people change when money comes? If you've ever been the person who gave, who trusted, and who was left behind, this story is for you. Once upon a time, in a small town surrounded by dusty roads and fading dreams, there lived a young man named Joseph. He was in his late 20s, humble, hardworking, but poor. Every morning, he fixed broken radios and old fans by the roadside. He earned just enough to eat one meal a day, but his heart was big, too big for the small world around him. Joseph had a best friend named Kelvin. Kelvin was always around, full of charm, but lazy. He dreamed of becoming rich, but never stayed long at any job. Still, Joseph believed in him. He used to say, "One day, Kelvin will change. He just needs a chance." That chance came one afternoon when Joseph heard about a factory hiring helpers. He could only take one friend along. Without hesitation, he gave the opportunity to Kelvin. While others laughed at him for giving up his own chance, Joseph smiled and said, "A friend's success is my success too." He didn't know that sentence would one day break his heart. Kelvin started working at the factory. He worked under a kind manager who noticed his communication skills. Soon, Kelvin was promoted, first to supervisor, then to sales assistant. Months passed. Kelvin's life changed. He moved from the small room he once shared with Joseph to a better apartment in the city. At first, he visited often. He brought small gifts and promised, "Joe, don't worry. When I make it big, you'll never struggle again." But as time went on, his visits stopped. His phone calls grew shorter, and one day, Joseph went to see Kelvin at his office. He stood at the gate of the factory waiting to see his friend, only to be told, "Sir, Kelvin said he is busy and doesn't know you." Those words cut deep. Joseph's chest tightened. He forced a smile and walked away, his heart bleeding silently. That night, he sat outside his small workshop, staring at the moon. He whispered, "Maybe I was foolish to think friendship meant forever." Life became harder for Joseph. His tools broke, his landlord wanted rent, and yet, even in his suffering, he couldn't bring himself to hate Kelvin. One day, he saw Kelvin drive past in a new car, laughing with new friends wearing fine clothes. Their eyes met for a brief second, but Kelvin turned away. Joseph felt something inside him break, but instead of anger, he felt clarity. He realized that some people were only meant to share your struggle, not your success. He began to work again, quietly, slowly. He repaired, saved, and lived within his means. He helped no one else blindly, but he never became bitter. Years later, the same factory where Kelvin worked closed down. Rumors spread. Kelvin had lost everything to a failed investment. The same week, he returned to the town, looking for Joseph. But Joseph had left. He now ran a small electronics store in another city. He had found peace in simplicity and wisdom in pain. Kelvin never found him again. He often told others, "I had a friend once. He gave me everything, and I gave him nothing." But Joseph's heart was healed. He no longer expected loyalty from others, only from himself. He often told his new apprentices, "Don't stop being kind, but don't close your eyes while being kind." And whenever he saw the evening sun fade behind the hills, he smiled softly and whispered, "Not everyone you lift will lift you back, and that's okay." Because his peace now came not from people's loyalty, but from knowing he did right, even when others didn't. Dear friend, sometimes the people you helped will walk away the moment they can stand alone. Don't let that kill your kindness. Let it build your wisdom. Help, but with your eyes open. Give, but expect nothing in return. Because true strength is doing good even when good is not returned. The longer you hold on to pain, the longer it controls your future. So forgive, release, and rise again, wiser than before. If this story touched your heart, my friend, take a moment to like, share, and subscribe to Tales with Success. Every week, we bring stories that speak to your heart and strengthen your mind. Because wisdom doesn't come from comfort, it comes from pain turned into lessons. See you in the next story, and until then, keep your heart kind and your eyes open.